Okay, welcome everybody. This time around we'll be doing a tutorial, and what we're basing our tutorial, what we will base it on today, is on how to play the tonic solfa, the major scale, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do on all the keys. Most times it is bad as an instrumentalist, especially as a pianist, if you don't know how to play on all keys. Transpose may be helpful, but it is bad. There are some disadvantages of transpose. Whenever you're playing, you can do some kind of manipulation, some interval movement. You can run up and down, do some stuff on another key, and then come back to your major key, relate those keys together, and try to link the chords together. Your passing chord, knowing how to play on all keys, also aid you in your passing chord. It assists you in the way you apply your chords, the voicing of your chords. How are you getting now? So now I will encourage every pianist listening to or watching this tutorial to learn how to play on all keys. And it's very simple. There's just a simple cheat to it. Very simple. Just a code. And the code is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. For someone as a beginner, maybe asking what is a tone, what is a semitone. Okay, semitone is we can call it a half movement or a half note. What do we mean by that? That means on the key that you are, or on the note that you are, the closest note, the closest, mind my word, the closest, that is the closest distance, the closest movement, that is the semitone. So if you move from example C major to C sharp, how you getting from C to C sharp, that is the closest movement you can have forward. And then backward, B is the closest movement you can have in backward direction. So we can say semitone is the closest movement. Then what is a tone? A tone means half of semitone. For example, if you have a circle and you have a semicircle, we all know that a semicircle is the half of a circle. So two semicircles will make up a circle. The same two semitone will make up a tone. For example, if you want to move from C to D, that is a tone movement, because you will have to move from C to C sharp first, then from C sharp to D. That's two semitone movement. That makes it a tone. So you can understand, I can say a semitone is the half movement of a tone, while a tone is a twice movement of a semitone. Are you getting me now? So that's the way it is. So I just want to teach you how you can play your tonic solfa, your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do on all the keys, starting from key C, and I'm going to end on key C. So I want you to stay along with me with the tonic solfa on all keys. That means you can play any tonic solfa, any melody line of a song on all the keys. Stay with me. Okay, good. We are back here. Like I told you before, that we are learning how to play tonic solfa on all the keys, and it's very easy to play on all the keys. It's just little practice and you get used to it. Before I will start teaching you how to play tonic solfa on all the keys, let me just give you a sample of what I'm talking about playing on all the keys. I'll start from C major to E major. I'll just play the same thing on all the keys. It's very simple. So I'll play, that's C, then I can play it on C sharp. Now we're moving to D. Then we're moving to E flat. Then we are moving to E now. So back to So you can play the same thing on all keys. You can learn how to play on all keys. So what is the starting point? The tonic solfa now. That's what we're going to do. Excuse me. So let's start with key C. Key C. Now when you're playing on a C, key C is the key that is behind every two black keys. Can you see now? The black keys are arranged in the form of two black keys. Can you see? Three black keys, two black keys, three black keys is there. The same thing. Two black keys, three black keys. So we're starting on the middle C. So the middle C, this is the middle C. Now we're starting to play the tonic solfa on the middle C. I said before, key C is one of the easiest keys for beginner. Why? Because the tonic solfa all the white keys. So I'm going to show you the tonic solfa. Today we may not be talking about the fingering for the tonic solfa. In another course we'll be talking about that. So on key C we will be having Do, which is the C, Re, D, can you see now? Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Do you get that? So that's the C. Let's do it again. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Let's go to C sharp, the same thing. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Then C, D major. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. So before I continue, I just want to show you how I got that Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Remember, I gave you a code before. I said it starts with tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Are you getting it now? 2 tone first, then followed by a semitone, then 3 tone followed by a semitone. Sorry. So let's start on the key of C. This is our Do. So don't forget we are talking about tone, tone. So the first one is tone. That means we have to make a tone movement before we can get our Re. Are you getting me now? So from here to C sharp, can you see the closest movement? That is our what? Our semitone. Then another semitone to get our. That means this one will be our Re. Do you understand now? Another, the same thing, the second one is tone again. You make another semitone movement and another semitone movement, which makes a tone. To get our Mi, can you see how we're able to get Do, Re, Mi? Then going to the Fa, we said tone, tone, semitone. The semitone, make a semitone movement, which is the Fa. Can you see how we got our Fa? To get our Sol, don't forget we still have tone, 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 semitone. So the first tone out of the 3 tones, let's do it again. You can't use tone, this a tone movement. Can you see now? If you check it very well, a tone movement. That will be our Sol. It remains 2 tone and 1 semitone. For La, let's make another tone movement. That's another tone. That's La. It remains another tone and semitone. That tone movement, let's take it again. That's T. Then semitone brings us back to what? Do. So we can say on key C how to get your tonic solfa, the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. On key C is you do what? Which is Do. Then you take a tone movement. Re, another tone movement. Mi, semitone. Fa, a tone movement. Sol, a tone movement. La, a tone movement. Ti, and a semitone movement. Do. Can you see you've gotten your Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do on C major. Now let's go to the C sharp. We do the same thing. This C sharp, this is our Do. A tone movement will go like this because this is the closest distance forward. We go like this, here to here to here. You can pick a tone movement from here. Okay, so now the closest key to this key is what? Is this white key in between. That's where we can move another movement to this key. So from here to here, that's the what? That's a tone movement. So from here to here, now we're starting now. Our Re will be a tone movement, right? Re, another tone movement, this semitone, this another semitone. Then we've covered two tone movement, so we're going for semitone. Then we have Fa here for semitone, tone movement for Sol, tone movement for La, tone movement for Ti, then semitone movement to get to our Do. Let's try the same thing on D. Guess this is our D now. Do. This a tone movement, Re, a tone movement, Mi, semitone movement, Fa, a tone movement, Sol, a tone movement, La, a tone movement, Ti, the semitone movement, Do. This is how you get how to locate your tonic solfa on all keys. Let's do that of E sharp, E flat. This is our Do. A tone movement to get our this Re, another tone movement to get our Mi, this semitone to get our Fa, this is, and semitone, a tone to get our Sol, sorry. Another a tone. Remember we said tone, tone, semitone, then 3 tones, tone, 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 semitone. Another tone which happens to be the 3rd tone, which will give us our T, then semitone to get our Do. Here is it. Okay, so now it is the same principle, it doesn't change. Let's go to our E. This is our D. This is our E, sorry. Now you're going to make a tone movement to get your Re. This is the 1st tone movement. Mi, 2nd tone movement. Then we have a semitone. Semitone. Can you see the movement of the semitone? Can you see it very well from here to here? Can you see the closest distance, the closest movement forward? You can't just jump from here to here. This is a movement. So this is the fa, which is semitone. Then we'll take another 3 tone before semitone again, right? This is a tone. So this is a tone. This is a tone. This is the T, and this is semitone, which is the do. I don't know if you can see it very well. So let's take another one. Let's do it again. F. This is a tone movement. Can you see now? This is semitone. Can you see it now? This is a tone. Sorry, a tone movement for me. Then we have semitone now. Remember we said tone, tone, semitone. Semitone, which happens to be our fa. A tone movement, which happens to be our sol. A tone movement, which happens to be our la. A tone movement, which happens to be our T. Then from T to do semitone movement again. So you do the same thing for all the keys. We're going to do our F sharp. Let's make it faster so that we don't waste time. So this is our F sharp key, tone movement, another tone movement, which is the way for me, another semitone movement for fa, another tone movement for sol, another tone movement for la, another tone movement for T, then another semitone movement for do. Can you see it now? So we have it here. Let's go on G and run it fast. Tone movement, another tone movement. That means 2 more tone movements. Semitone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement again. The semitone. Yeah, you're getting it right. Okay, let's go to C sharp. Let's go to G sharp. And now we're starting here. This is the starting key. Can you get it now? Tone movement and the tone movement. Come on, semitone. Yes, you're getting the tone movement. Tone movement, another tone movement, another tone movement, then semitone. Can you see it right now? Let's go on A. So on A, we can say this is our key, right? Then we start tone movement, semitone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, then the semitone. So we have 2 more keys to cover up. This is our key B flat. We have tone movement, semitone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, then semitone to hand it up for do. Let's do our B2. So let's start with our B. This is the key, right? B major. Can you see it now? So we're doing tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let's start again. B major. We have tone movement, semitone movement, tone movement, tone movement, tone movement, and semitone movement. Now we're back to our C, which is tone movement, semitone movement, tone movement, tone movement, then semitone movement. Do you get it now? So that's all we do. We can run. Let me run it again. It's just as simple. So you keep on rehearsing it, and your speed can be fast. Can you see that? That's for C sharp. That's for C major. Now let's go on C sharp. Can you see now? You can slow it down to get it. For D. Can you see it now? For E flat. For E major. For F now. For F sharp. For G major. Can you see now? G sharp. Can you see that? A major. B flat. Then B major. Then back to C. That's all. So in our next class, I'm going to teach you. I'll be teaching you about the fingerings, the right fingerings for each tonic solfa. So stay with me, like the video, and subscribe. Thanks so much.